really nice to see all of you. I would request all of you to stand up, please. We'll do a fun exercise. Please stand up. Everyone, please stand up. Great. You can keep your cell phones away. Just relax. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. You have been here for 2 days. You have been through so much. Just close your eyes. And visualize your ultimate state. Visualize your ideal state. Your most innovative state. Visualize it. Visualize your perfect role in your job, in your career. Some of you in customs, some of you are in the municipality, some of you are in the security, some of you are in the oil and gas business. Visualize the perfect state in your career. Visualize your ideal physical state, mental state, spiritual state, everything. Feel it, add color to that vision, add sound, smell. And what if I told you in the next 30 minutes you could make this vision a reality? Is that something good? Yes or no? Yes? Okay. But in return, will you be willing to give it your best? Yes or no? Yes? Okay. I always believe that time is the biggest gift we have. So the biggest gift from God, I believe, is time. Because once time is gone, it's gone. You can save money, you can save gold, you can save everything, but time is the biggest gift. And all of you, I'm grateful for you to commit time. I'm committing time. So do you promise to give it your best? Yes? Okay. We did some research. I do a lot of seminars. We did some research and we found out that at the end of a program, people are all excited, happy, energized. You can all sit down. You can all sit down. Please sit down. Shukran. Thank you for standing. Shukran. How does it feel? Kaifalaka feels good to stand? Okay. So at the end of a program, people are very excited, but after 1 month, we did some research. Most people tend to forget 80 to 90%. There was a second group who made notes. They wrote down things. What happened? They wrote down points. After the end of a month, they remembered around 30 to 35%. But there was one group of people who got completely involved in the program. They got completely immersed. They brought in their mind, their body, their emotions, and after 1 month, they remembered 80 to 90%. How many of you were in school and you remember some song from school? Do you remember? Some Bollywood song or some Arabic song, do you remember? Yeah, you remember it because you got completely involved. So today we'll be speaking about the power of innovation. And I'll share a story on innovation. But before I share a story, I would like to say I wouldn't want to tell you anything or preach you anything. We will have a lot of ideas and share a lot of discussions. You yourself will come up with your own answers because each one of you is an expert in your field. So you yourself will be inspired to come up with your own answers and your own ideas. I believe ideas are very strong, and I would like to share a story of Rafael Tudela. So in 1960s, there was a man called Rafael Tudela, and this gentleman had a business of making glass, like the glass on your tables. He had a small business, he would make glass, but he had a vision. He says, the world is changing, and oil and gas is the future. And I'm assuming in the UAE also oil and gas was discovered around that time, in the 60s? Yeah? So he says oil and gas is the future and I want to be a part of the oil and gas industry. This was a vision, this was an idea he had. This was before the internet. He didn't have a lot of money, he didn't have a lot of contacts, but he says, I want to be a part of this. So what he did is he found out that the Argentinian government wanted to purchase LPG, butane. They wanted to purchase butane. Any of you in the butane business, LPG business here? Okay, you're done. So the Argentinian government had come out with a $20 million contract. So he flew down to Argentina, and when he flew down to Argentina, he wanted to find out who are his competitors. Who are the other suppliers who want to supply to the Argentinian government? And he found out that his competitors are Shell, BP, British Petroleum, now they call themselves Beyond Petroleum, the big daddies of oil and gas. And he says, what can I do better to be able to compete with them? Can I compete on price? Maybe not, because the lower I go, they can go even lower. So what innovative idea do I need to use to ensure I get this contract with the Argentinian government? He started asking himself this question, and when we ask ourselves questions, we always get an answer. So he got an answer. He went to the Argentinian government. He said, I will supply LPG to you, I will supply butane to you, but don't pay me any money. Don't pay me any money. What do you think they said, yes or no? They said yes, but what was his trick? So they said yes, but what is the catch? He says, don't pay me money, pay me in terms of meat. Argentina produces a lot of meat. He says, pay me in terms of meat. So pay me $20 million of meat. They said, okay, this sounds good. No money, meat, good. Let's sign a contract. They signed a contract. So he has now a contract with the government of Argentina to supply LPG, and he has meat in his hand. Now he started asking himself another question, what do I do with this meat? He figured out in those days, the Spanish had a shipyard, and the shipyard was going to go shut. They were going to close it down because the shipyard had no orders, and thousands of people were going to lose their jobs in Spain because the shipyard was shutting. People would lose their jobs. It would become a political issue too. When a lot of people lose jobs, it's a political problem. So he went to the Spanish, he went to the shipyard. He says, what if I ensure your people don't lose jobs? What if I ensure all the people who are working in your shipyard get an order from me to build an LPG tanker? I will give you an order to build an LPG tanker. Would you like it? Now this is a shipyard which is about to go shut. What do you think they said, yes or no? They said, yes, of course, we love you. They said, yes, we'll do it. He says, but I will not pay you money. I will pay you in terms of meat. You are like Rafael Tudela, sir. I will pay you in terms of meat. And the Spanish said, okay, our people love meat. We can get the meat, sell it in the market. They said, okay, deal. Let's crack a deal. So he struck a deal with the Spanish. So now he had an LPG tanker. The Enoch people here must be using a lot of LPG tankers, I'm sure. So he struck a deal. Now he says, now I have to supply LPG. So what does he do? He takes a flight to Sun Oil in America. Now Sun Oil used to supply LPG, butane, a lot of this. He goes to them, he tells them, I would like to buy LPG from you. They say, okay, great, we would love to sell it to you. But again, he tells them what? He tells them, I will not pay you money. Instead, I will let you charter my LPG tanker, which is being built in Spain. And he struck a deal with them. And in the end, he struck this deal, and that LPG was supplied to Argentina. So he struck this deal worth $20 million without having any money in his pocket. It was an idea. All he did, and Rafael Tudela became a multi-billionaire in the oil and gas industry just because of this idea. Is that amazing? Yes? Now, was an idea enough? Was an idea enough? So the first thing is ask questions. I always say, if we want an idea, we need to ask questions. So the more questions we ask, the more answers we get. But is an idea enough? So we are talking about ideas are idea, but is an idea enough? Is it enough? No. Why isn't it enough? Action. You have to act on it. You have to take action. Now this gentleman, he had an idea to supply LPG, but he took action, and he took massive action, because an idea becomes real only when you take action. I was reading, before I came for this, I was reading, and I was surprised and very fascinated to know that the Arab world has given us so many incredible inventions. So I was reading that in the 8th or 9th century, the toothbrush was invented in the Arab world, and it was called miswak. I don't know, are you all aware of it? I'm sure. So miswak, and this was it was natural. It was a stick which was very natural, and it was very good for the teeth. And today, every morning, so humanity got its invention of toothbrush from the Arab world. So was surgery. Surgery was given to the world by the Arab world. So was algebra. So was astronomy. And this is, I'm talking about the 9th and 10th century. So the Arab world has always given us ideas. And another thing, I'm reminded of a quote. So I love reading is a passion. I'm reminded of a quote which I think we can use in our daily life, I always use, is by Sheikh Muhammad, where he says, when he was a small boy, he used to live in a tent. And when he would live in a tent, his father would tell him that every morning when you wake up, think of this. So he says, every morning the gazelle wakes up. I think in Arabic we call it gazella or gazelle. He said every morning the gazelle wakes up, and the gazelle has to run super fast. Because if the gazelle doesn't run super fast, the lion, the cheetah, the predators will eat the gazelle. And at the same time, even if you're a predator, even if you're a lion, even if you're a cheetah, even if you're a panther, if you don't run fast enough to catch the gazelle, you will go hungry. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you're a gazelle, you're a predator. We need to get up every morning, run fast, and be passionate. Today in the conference, we heard so many ideas. I heard people sharing ideas about companies, about companies which grew, companies which got shut. But I think the basic concept is this: every day, if we get up and we take action and we ask questions, we will definitely get answers. So I believe in simplicity. I feel there's a lot of power in simplicity, and the simplest questions we ask, the simplest ideas we have, usually have the maximum impact. I'll share another example which I love. Is, there was a gentleman, there was a man, he was just relaxing under a tree, just sitting under a tree, just relaxing, enjoying the aroma of the plant, and suddenly something fell on his head. And that thing was an apple. An apple fell on his head, not the phone. The apple, the real apple. It fell on his head, and he asked a very simple question. Do you know what that question was? Why did this apple fall on my head? Why did this apple fall on my head? And many times, people we think, oh, why should we ask this question? But he asked a very simple question. Why did this apple fall on my head? And that man, because of that question always started haunting him. It went in his mind. It almost made him crazy. That question gave him an answer, that the apple fell on my head because of something known as gravity. And that man was Isaac Newton. And because of that man, he invented gravity. We are able to fly. So I could take a plane from Bombay yesterday, come here and meet all of you lovely people. And it's those simple things, that have such a big impact on our life. So I would always suggest, I always have a think, what is the simplest or the stupidest question I've asked? Never be afraid of asking a stupid question. Never be afraid of asking a simple question, because it's the simple questions that will give you a lot of insights and answers. Another thing when we talk about innovation, so the first is have an idea, ask questions, take action. How many of us have been a kid? How many of us have been a kid? Anybody who has not been a kid? All of us have been kids, yeah? But when we grow up, so I have a son now, mashallah, he's 1 year old now. I observe kids, and I love observing kids. And I think basically in heart, all of us are kids. Sometimes we let all these things from the outside come. But when I observe a kid, when we were children, I observe my son. When he was small, he would struggle to even crawl. You know, he would just get up and fall, get up and fall, get up and fall. But he never gave up and he started crawling. Then he would hold something and stand. He could stand for 5 seconds and fall down. 5 seconds, fall down. But he kept not giving up and he is able to stand. And gradually he starts walking. He holds my hand, he falls, he holds my hand, he falls. And all of us today, all of us here who are sitting, we can walk because we fell and we didn't give up. We kept trying. We did not think what the world is thinking. We kept trying. Every time we fell, we got up. We are able to speak. How do we learn a new language? By making mistakes. We start, so I was practicing a little bit of Arabic. I'm happy to know that at least my kefalaka was good. So we learn by practicing. So whenever we have an idea, we should not think or worry about failure. Because if we fail, only then we will try again. So we learned walking. Everything humanity has done has been because of failure. I mean, walking, talking, anything we do for the first time, even exercise. If you start playing football or anything you do, in the beginning you might not be so good. But the more you try, you become better. Till a certain time you become perfect and you enjoy it. It's anything with cooking, anything in the world. A lot of people say, okay, what if this idea fails? Well, at least you tried. At least you gave it a shot. At least you went for it. And it's not only in business. I believe life is larger than just business, because the best moments of our life are spent with our family, they're spent with our friends, they're spent with our loved ones. And those are the moments that I feel make our life truly fulfilling. And those are also the moments that give us a lot of ideas to put in work. I'll share, and also a sense of giving. You know, when we give, good things come. I'll share another example of innovation. So there was a man, now this gentleman, a young man, he had a very nice heart and he always loved to help people around him. So he was very open-hearted, he loved to help. He says, you know, we have one life, God has given us one life, let's be as good as we can. So he had this mindset. So near his house, there was an old lady, and that old lady could not walk. And he would go and meet her, you know, spend time with her, half an hour, try to just talk to her, and she had no children, she had no family. He says, why don't I do this? Just out of goodness, he felt nice. He says, if I can make an old lady smile, I feel nice. And what happened is that old lady was in a wheelchair. And the wheelchair wasn't comfortable because the wheels of the wheelchair were made of steel. They were steel wheels, not very comfortable. He said, I want to make this lady's life comfortable. So he started doing some research, he did something, and he came up with the rubber. He says, if I put this rubber around the wheel, what will happen to the wheel? Comfortable. It will be comfortable. Because when it goes over bumps, it will be comfortable, like your cars. All of you, your cars, you have rubber. So he came up with this, and this lady laughed at it. She says, wow, it's like as if I'm on air. And you know what this man's name was? Dunlop. Have you heard of Dunlop? This guy, Dunlop, he came up with this idea and he came up with a company that built tires, and he became a multi-billionaire. But in his heart, in his mind, it was only, I want to help this lady. So sometimes that small thing which you do, that small, you know, the smallest thing where you want to be of help, you want to be of service. So if you are like, last night I was out for dinner with a couple of friends. I love the city because I could see women are safe. So the police, you're from the police, sir? Are you from the police? You're from the police. I'm grateful to you because women are safe in the city, which is great. How many cities in the world can you walk freely? It's great. So these are really, this is true innovation. Or, you know, customs. I was speaking to a couple of friends here from customs, so they were saying, you know, the importance of safety in the region. There are wars going on, so the importance of safety, the importance of IPR. Or I was speaking to a gentleman from Deva. Who's from Deva here? Who's from there? You're from Deva. So I was speaking to this gentleman. I think he's going to get an award tonight, a little bit later. He was telling me, again, a simple thing, but see the impact. He says, they have invented a solution wherein if there are two houses, so there is a house here, there's a house here, and there's a breakdown here. What happens to the water? If there's a breakdown, and will that house get water? No. Will this house get water? No, because they have to fix it. But he says they have come up with an invention where they can fix this while making sure both the places get water. Is it simple? It is simple, but imagine the convenience. I'm at home, I continue to get, and I think this is the first time this has been done in the world. Is it right? Can that man stand up? Is he here? Is he here? Huh? He's hiding because he wants the award. Okay. So these are the things, the simplest things you could do. The simplest questions you can have will give you results. And is there anybody here who's afraid of expressing themselves? Anybody who could raise your hand? Anybody who's afraid of expressing themselves? Anybody? No, good, I'm happy. I'm very happy because never be afraid. What's the worst that can happen? Somebody will reject your idea. But if you keep trying, you'll succeed. So there's a quote I'm reminded by Mahatma Gandhi. He says, first, they will ignore you. Anytime you come up with an idea, he says first they will ignore you. Second, they will laugh at you. They'll laugh at you. Oh, Thomas Edison, he's a fool. Who's going to use lights? Wright brothers, oh fools, who's going to fly planes? Today, who's going to go to Mars? Oh, they are fools. In Dubai, who's going to build the tallest tower in the world? They are fools. They're going to laugh at you. Then they're going to fight you because they're going to be jealous of you. And the fourth thing, finally, they give in and they adopt. So in the end, they always. So if you're persistent, if you take action, if you're innovative, nothing can stop you. And at the same time, have fun. Be a kid. I'm always a kid at heart. So in Bombay, it rains a lot. I think it started raining in Dubai too nowadays. I keep hearing. So it rains a lot, and our roads are not as good as yours. So many times when it rains, there's a puddle. Water accumulates. What do children do when they see a puddle? What do they do? This is what they do. But most adults, they try to hide and go. But if we bring playfulness in our life, we all face challenges. Challenges are a part of life. In fact, challenges make us stronger. But if we bring playfulness, if we have fun, it would be better. Would you all like to play a game? Yes? Yes or no? Yes, okay, great. So I'll come down. We'll play a game. Let's imagine all of you here. Let's imagine each table is a group. We'll also collaborate a little. Each table is a group. Think of, you'll get a gift. All of you will get. Do we have a copy? Yeah? Whoever wins will get a gift. Think of the most, we'll exercise your mental muscles. You've been through 2 days of nice sessions. We'll exercise your mental muscles because they get stronger. So think of the most innovative ways you can use your shoe. The most innovative ways. Discuss it, write it down. The most innovative ways. And the more innovative the ways, the more the ways that person gets a prize. Please start. Go ahead. The most innovative ways you can use your shoe. You all can also collaborate. So.
I was thinking that first, but I didn't like to say that.
Beat someone. Oh, I should hide. As many ways as possible. Think of as many ways as possible. The more the merrier. What are the most innovative things you could do with your shoe? I can hear a lot of laughter. Whoever feels they have the most number, just raise your hand.
I've got ribbons.
Great. Okay. We end the time. We'll be quick. We have only 30 minutes. Okay. You will hold it as a holder for your mobile. That's innovative. What else? What else?
Like we can use it as a plant.
You can use it as a what? What? Oh, a plant. An old shoe as a plant. Okay, that's nice. What else? What else? Handbag. Oh, a chain and a handbag. Okay, you are a designer too. Okay, chain and handbag. What else? Yeah, sir. Go ahead. What can you use it as? Okay. Oh, wow. So you're saying you can have a safety button Dubai has a lot of construction work. Every time I come, I see a new building. That's nice. That's actually very nice. Are you all from engineering somewhere? I could tell that. Yeah. We'll take one more. Yes, sir. Yeah. You will keep your ID card in your shoes? I will never take your ID card from you. I will never take your ID card. Great. Okay. Yeah, one last, yeah. What's it? Wow, so we can make electricity by walking. So we can, that's actually a good use. You should patent it, you'll make a lot of money. Are you engineers too? So whenever I walk, my phone gets charged. Wow, that's something Apple could do. Great. So we will not take because we are short. Okay, one last. Yeah. Massage. So that's also good. So whenever I'm walking, like I do seminars, I get massage. Wow. Great. Give everyone a big hand. Give everyone a big hand. So, you know what? There's so many good ideas. I don't know how many of you do. Gautam, can you hold the books? So what we'll do, I love all the ideas. Yeah, that's the book. What you'll do, just drop your card with Gautam and whoever's lucky will get the book. I mean, all of you had good ideas. I'm afraid of Sir's idea though, where he wants to hit people with shoes. I am not that bad, am I? Like, just joke. So, you see, this is what it is. Once we bring in a playful attitude, now within less than few seconds, all of you came up with such good ideas. I mean, many of these ideas, like the gentleman with the button emergency or the charging or the massage, these are things we could actually implement. And it's sometimes, people will laugh, but once the idea comes in, it's great. How many of you thought we would be using AirPods, earphones without wires? How many of you thought? If you did it. Now, I think I've been given a warning. I've been given a warning to you. So, before we end, this is an exercise I love doing because I believe our best ideas come when we are in a completely calm state of mind. Can we have some music? Little softer. I want all of you to keep your phones away and just relax. Just close your eyes. Just relax. Let go of everything. Let go of your phones, let go of your wallets. You're completely safe here in Dubai. Just relax. Just enter a state of complete relaxation. So if you have closed your eyes, just feel your head relaxing. Feel your forehead relaxing. Feel your earlobes relaxing. Feel your eyes relaxing. Your eyelids relaxing. Your nose relaxing. Your mouth relaxing. Just relax yourself. And feel that sensation of relaxation moving down your shoulders, your neck, your chest, all the way down to your feet. Just feel every part of your body, every muscle in your body. Just relax. Your feet, every part, from top to down. And in this state of relaxation, just think of anything that you believe in. Just one word. Anything you believe in. It could be, for somebody it could be Allah, for somebody it could be Jesus, for somebody it could be Krishna. Anything you believe in. Just one word. Anything you believe in. And just let that word play in your mind. Just let it play. As that word plays in your mind will stray. It will go to different thoughts. No problem. Every time it goes to a different thought, just come back to your word. You might feel tempted to open your eyes, you can close it. You might be tempted to scratch yourself somewhere, you can scratch, no problem. And now, gradually, you could stop that, whatever it was you're thinking about, and just come back to the moment and gradually open your eyes. Just rub your hands together, generate heat, and just thank yourself for being a part of the experience. Thank you so much. It was very nice interacting with all of you, and I look forward to interacting more with you, and best of luck with all your ideas. I'm sure you'll come up with a lot of ideas, and just make sure you take action, because your ideas become real only when you take action. Thank you so much. Thank you.
To honour our sponsors, so let's start with our first sponsor. The main sponsors will be Diwa. Dubai Customs. Followed by Dubai Municipality. Time to recognise our gold sponsors. It will be Enoch, to acknowledge the support of Emirates NBD as our gold sponsors. We don't have their representative here, so we'll be moving on to the strategic media partners, and that will be Dubai Media Incorporated. Recipients to be in the centre of the stage for a group photograph. So those were our sponsors. Please put your hands together to thank our sponsors for their support, making this all happen. Of course, all of the awards that we're looking forward to later on wouldn't be possible without the support and the expertise of our assessors. So I'll be calling out the names. So with the assessors, please join us on stage to get a group photograph as well. So let's start off with Alia Mohammed Al-Tamimi. So if you can please put your hands together to thank them and welcome them onto the stage. I'll be reading them out. We're running short of time. So followed by Amar Osman Bashir Sulaiman, Arif Fadil, Dr. Heba Shatan, Dr. Rasil Qasim, Dr. Suraj Sala, Engineer Hannah Hashim, Fatima Murshid Nazal, Khalifa Muhammad Al-Mahzi, Muhammad Al-Attar, Muhammad Ali Hamadi, Muna Al-Gawi, Nadir Rushdi Al-Shawa, Umar Ayash, Safia Al-Mahzi, Salma Arabi, and Wadi Nabulsi. I think we can get some more energy over here, so a round of applause for all our assessors. So those were our assessors. Thank you very much for making this all happen. So now it's time for the Ideas Arabia competition winners. Now some of these ideas are in Arabic, so do excuse my minimal Arabic that I can't speak. So, it's time to award our first winners under the education category. And the winners, wasn't an easy decision, but the winners are Dubai Public Prosecution for their idea Barnamij Nabras. Congratulations to Dubai Public Prosecution, and we can be towards the side of the stage for a group photograph afterwards as well. Now we're moving on to the health and safety category. And the award will be presented to Abu Dhabi Health Services Company for their idea Musabaqat Anta Qaddaha. Company Seha for the health and safety category. Congratulations to Seha. Now, innovation and happiness has been a big buzzword for the last few years, so now we're moving on to the customer happiness category. And the award will be presented to GDRFA Dubai for their idea Mawalid As-Saada. So congratulations to GDRFA Dubai for walking away with the prize under the customer happiness category. So moving swiftly, we'll be looking at technology team idea category. And the winners of this award is Dubai Land Department for their idea, Blockchain Al-Aqari. Congratulations for Dubai Land Department for the Technology Team Idea category. The next category will be Technology Incremental Idea, and the winners is Emirates Transport for their idea الدقيقة الإلكتروني لمشروع تقييم مخاطر السلامة لخطوط تسير الحافلات المدرسية. So congratulations Emirates Transport for winning the Technology Incremental Idea category. That was Emirates Transport for the Technology Incremental Idea. Now we'll be moving on to Productivity Team Idea category. And there will be a second award for them this afternoon. It is Abu Dhabi Health Services Company, SEHA, for their idea مشروع توحيد الممارسات الإكلينيكية في المستشفيات التابعة للشركة SEHA. Congratulations to SEHA, for their second award this afternoon. The next category will be Productivity Incremental Idea, and this will go to Emirates Global Aluminium for their improved steam turbine cycle efficiency idea. So Emirates Global Aluminium, congratulations for winning under the Productivity Incremental Idea category. So congratulations to the team from Emirates Global Aluminium. Now we're moving on to the financial category. Now the winners under this category is Dubai Municipality for the idea الإدارة الذكية للرمال الحفريات. congratulations to Dubai Municipality for walking away with the financial category prize. Up next is the Best Shared Idea category. And the award by Electricity and Water Authority for their idea, the Ideal Home Service. Congratulations to Diwa. The next category is the Sustainability Team Idea category. Another award for this group. It is Dubai Municipality. Their idea المحطة المتنقلة لرصد بيئة الهواء. Congratulations to Dubai Municipality, walking away with the Sustainability Team Idea category. Sticking with the theme of sustainability, it is now time to award the Incremental Idea category. And the award goes to Enoch for their idea on-grid power supplement to retail station 1060 using PV panel net metering. So congratulations to Enoch for their Sustainability Incremental Idea. Moving on to Innovation. So under Team Idea category, it will be Dubai Police for their Smart Police Station. Alright, congratulations to Dubai Police for the innovation under the Team Idea category. Now it will be Innovation, Incremental Idea category. And the award will be presented to Emirates Global Aluminium for their idea in-house design robotic basement cleaning machine. The next category is the Best Suggestion Program Coordinator. Here's another award for them. It is Abu Dhabi Health Services Company, Shamsa Hadiq Al-Mahiri. Moving on to the Executive Leadership category. And this award will be presented to Al-Amid Khabir Muhammad Isa Hassan Al-Adl. From the Bible Links. So now we're moving on to the final award under the Ideas Arabia competition. It is the Idea of the Year. I'm sure a lot of you might be anxiously waiting to hear the winners of this category, and it is Saudi Electricity Company. Congratulations to the Saudi Electricity Company. I think we will now be heading over to the Global Ideas Award, and I'll be passing on at the podium to Zena Cox, the Operations Director from Ideas UK, to talk to you a little bit more about the award and to present them as well. So Zena Cox, please put your hands together to welcome her onto the stage.
Thank you very much for inviting me to this fabulous conference. This is actually the third year that I've attended, and I've loved reconnecting with many of you, making new friends, and also listening to some insights from exceptional speakers. And I know we don't necessarily do this, but I think you should all put your hands together and a big round of applause for Dubai Quality Group and Ideas Arabia for a fantastic conference. So I'm very honoured to do the final part of this award ceremony, and not only am I here representing Ideas UK, but also Ideas America and Ideas Germany. Each of us individually hold an Idea of the Year competition, and with our sister organisation Ideas Arabia, we joined together for the very first time last year to invite the winners of each country's Idea of the Year and Executive Leader Award to take part in a global competition. The first global winner was actually Dubai Customs, the Ideas UK country winner, and we announced last year in Germany. This year, Dubai Customs have kindly offered to sponsor, so I would like to invite Farid Al-Muziki, the Executive Director of Human Resources, Finance and Administration Division from Dubai Customs, to the stage to present the award and receive his sponsor's award. Firstly, Saint Pardon from Dubai Customs and Chair of Ideas Arabia. So, to the really exciting part, and first of all, we are going to announce the Global Executive of the Year. We've heard a lot over the last 2 days about how leadership is so vitally important in really engaging and motivating and inspiring employees to come up with those ideas. So the nominees for the Global Executive of the Year are, on the next slide. And again, please recognise that each of these are winners in their own right. As you can see, we actually have 2 Ideas UK winners because it's such a tough category, so many exceptional entries, we chose the 2 entries. So these are the nominees. Please give them all a big round of applause for being winners of their countries. And so, the winner of the Executive Leader is... Next slide. The Anticipations Building, Ella Malley from the General Directorate of Residency and Foreign Affairs. And now to the very final category, the very possible final opportunity to win the Global Idea of the Year competition. And again, these ideas are all exceptional, and whilst we've talked about ideas, these are all ideas that have been implemented and really realised benefits for the organisation. Again, a fabulous selection of awards and ideas, and please again, if we could have the nominees in this category. So we have the Ideas America, Ideas UK, Ideas Arabia and Ideas Germany winner, so a true multinational competition. And the winner is the UAE Ministry of Health and Prevention for an exceptional individual idea that with passion and enthusiasm to see through to its conception.
For joining us on stage, and then I'll ask Fatima and Hussein to be on stage. So now we'd like to invite the winners of the Ideas Arabia competition back onto the stage for a group photograph. So if you can send one representative from your team to join us onto the stage with your trophy, and then our press cordon can take our photographs appearing in the newspapers the next day. So if you could please put your hands together to welcome the winners of the Ideas Arabia competition back onto the stage. nice corner. So these were your winners of the Ideas Arabia competition. Congratulations. Fatma and Hussein, I'll ask you to stay on stage as well. Yeah. Now, it's been a great 2 days for me as MC for this event. Abdul Karim Hanif, that's my name. And I know, and I've seen it in the background, how much time and effort the Dubai Quality Group puts together for their conferences and events. So I'd like to recognise them all and welcome them all onto the stage for a round of applause from our guests over here. So let's invite Salil, Fatima, Femina, Dua, Gishu, Taslim, Salman and Asha. Aniksha is the last person as well, so welcome onto the stage. The entire Dubai Quality Group team for their effort and time put together to put this event and this whole conference together as well. Congratulations to my Quality Group. Thank you delegates for joining me on the stage as well. That should be it. So it was a very insightful discussion for the 13th Ideas Arabia Conference. My name was Abdul Karim Hanif. It was a pleasure being your MC and host for these 2 days. Lunch will be served now. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you.